back. After a long time, we're doing a Khan Do Kwan video. And then again, we're going to do some knife fighting tactics, okay? So remember one thing, in Khan Do Kwan, our techniques basically are very simple. They're not very complicated. I don't believe in making techniques very complicated. I make them very simple. I simplify them that as much as I can, because we want people to understand the technique, learn the technique quickly, practice it, and utilize it as second nature. That's why if you see Khan Do Kwan techniques, they are all very, very simple. So any person can do it. It does not require, a high-level black belt to do these techniques. Anybody can do these techniques. If you do it a few times, you pick up on this so easily. And not only that, but they're very, very effective, very, very devastating. Not really fancy, but yes, very effective. So we've already done 2 knife tactics before. We did one with the body thrust, we did one with the ice pick, This time we're going to work with a side knife cutting. Those 2 were stabs we did before, right? Stab to the body saber grip, stab to the body ice pick. Today what we're going to do is we're going to do a side slash. That side slash will come anywhere to the side of the body where the blade actually points and then comes to the side of the body. Oh, so we can have the blade for a second. So the blade comes from here. It can be in the face, it can be to the throat, it can be to the body, to the shoulder, anywhere, at any angle. When it comes from this angle, you got to defend against that, okay? So most of this technique is going to work in this range here. For something below, we'll do something else. But right now what we're doing is something over here. And when we practice it, we'll practice more in the throat, facial area, or maybe the shoulder, chest area when you start cutting it, okay? So when we do this technique, okay, remember, again, your Khan Do Kwan basics that we teach, we're teaching the side movement, we're teaching the hand blocks and all those stuff like that, all that comes into play. And then we start hitting the pressure points wherever we have to. By the time the guy's recovering, we already have him under control, and we're taking charge, maybe break his elbow if we have to, and get the weapon out, because you're in deadly force, man. If anything goes wrong, even for a second, it's your life, okay? Because this is a knife, it's a sharp knife. It just touches you and everything opens up, and then you get fountains of blood flowing all over the place, right? So that being said, I have Austin again with me in this video. It doesn't matter, Austin's not that big of a guy, but Austin gets very strong when he's got a knife in his hand. Even if Austin's a 5-year-old kid and he's got a knife in his hand, Austin is as big as me, or even bigger than me at this point in time. So even if it's a 5-year-old child, and that 5-year-old child has this knife in his or her hand, that 5-year-old child becomes bigger and stronger than me. It's not just an equalization, but he's even more stronger than me because he's got a bladed weapon. Now, no saying whether the person can attack you, right? So remember, it's not the size of the person, but it's that weapon in the person's hand. Again, when I'm fighting, I'm not fighting this knife, I'm fighting Austin, okay? So with that being said, let's go to the technique. So Austin comes from this side in a backhand slash, trying to cut me, right? So I'm going to move in. I am not backing up, okay? So Austin comes in quick and fast, and boom, I move in. And see my block. My block is with the back of my forearm. Just in case if I miss it, and he comes and he cuts my hand, I got the back of my hand cut with the bony area. So I'm bleeding, yeah, I'm cut, but I can still fight. But if I do one of these blocks here, or this block like this, and I get my arteries cut, I'm bleeding to death now. I have 30 seconds, there's fountains of blood flowing from right there. So I have to be very careful when I block with that hand, the way I block it, the manner of my blocking. Yes, it's a forearm block, but this time I'm doing with the backhand of the forearm, okay? So as soon as the block, he strikes me in, and he tries to cut my head, or my neck, or say my face, or whatever. So as soon as he comes in, I get off. I get off the X, which we call is the last spot that the person has seen me. We call that the X, right? So I get off the X, so that way Austin does not get to cut me and slice me up and open me up, right? So he comes in, I go from here, and I block him. Again, watch my hand. Now this hand of mine is going to strike, catch him, and strike him in the back of his crazy bone area called the medial epicondyle, right? I'm going to strike him there, and that's going to hurt him and make his hand loose, right? Or I can even do one of these. It doesn't matter, right? I'm going to smack it as I grab this hand, right? Before he realizes what's going on, I can even probably, boom, throw a kick in there, and I push his hand upwards, okay? Push his hand upwards, bring it down. Now I'm behind him like so. And I have him here. Here I can actually snap his elbow off, bringing the knife in my hand. Now I have disarmed him successfully. Does that make sense? Okay. So we're going to do it. How's it feel, Austin?
Not good, sir.
Not good, right? It's painful, right? And you lose complete control of your arm, right? So it's very simple. He comes in, he attacks me from here, pop, pop, and I just move in, and I have this knife here. If I have to, you can stab him or whatever. That makes sense. From here, bring him here. Okay. If I have to, and that is where my control is. Okay. Control is the wrist. You think you can get out of here, Austin?
No, sir.
Okay. You think I can break his hand from here? Boom! And I can snap his elbow right from this spine. Okay. So see from the other side. Same technique. He comes in. I move in from here again. Okay. I move in from here. This could be a strike in the hand. Could be a strike. It doesn't matter. As soon as I come in here, I got this, and I'm moving straight. And I got this hand right here. I disarm him. Okay, it's a great disarm. Now I have the knife. I can do whatever I want to with that knife. Okay, that makes sense? So,
Yes, sir.
that's it. He's tapping. Okay, so one more time. From here, he comes in here, boom! Wham! Okay, so we got that knife out of his hand. Now in training, do not hand the knife back to your partner. That's what you do in a real fight. Okay, keep the knife with you. That makes sense? Okay, practice this. Put your likes, share the video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe again. Subscribe to the video, share the video, spread it, and practice it. Practice it slowly till you get it right, and then you'll see things happen automatically, okay? So until the next time, and remember, فَإِنَّمَا الْأُسْرِ يُسْرًا, with every difficulty there is ease. Have a great weekend.